is Tracy from Girls to Grow. Thanks so much for stopping by the YouTube channel today. It's been a while since I've been here. There have been a lot of life things happening, but I'm so glad to be back with you today. And since it's February, where we celebrate Valentine's Day, I thought that we would talk today about 7 simple ways to show love to our husbands. Now, do be assured that these 7 things also work at other times of the year, so I hope you'll find 1 or 2 or 3 of them helpful for you. The first simple way that we can show love to our husband is to pray for him. We know our husbands better than anyone else does. We know the struggles he's facing. We know decisions he has coming up, the dreams and goals that he has. So what better way is there than to support our husband in prayer? I like to each month write down 5 specific things to pray for my husband. You could just do 2 or 3 if you like. Maybe he has travel coming up, or there's a situation at work that I know is going to be difficult. Maybe it's an issue with his health or something spiritually we've talked about where he'd like to gain victory. And so I just write down several of those things and pray for those for him each month. So I think that's a great idea, a way that you could show love to your husband. The second way is very simple, and that's just to tell him. We can let days, even weeks go by without telling our husbands that we love them if we're not purposeful about it. So thank him for the things he does, how he provides for your family. Let him know that you're proud of him, and then just tell him that you love him. Make a habit to do that regularly. The third simple way we can show love to our husbands is to write notes to him. You can get little sticky notes, write something down, put it up on the mirror. It could be something that he's done that you're thanking him for, something you admire about him. I like to write little notes and put them in my husband's lunch. He takes his lunch to work every day. That's something else you could do. You could leave one in his vehicle where he sees it when he gets in there. But just write little notes periodically to let your husband know that you love him. Number 4, greet him happily when he comes home at the end of the day. It's easy to, when our husbands walk in the door, just unburden all of our frustrations and the things that have gone wrong during the day and just want to get those out of the way right away. But I think it gives our husbands a nice break, a nice transition from work life to home life if we just welcome them happily, give them a hug if you need to, smile, but let him know that you're happy to see him at the end of the day. Number 5, do the little things without being asked. Maybe you know he has a presentation coming up at work where he's going to have to wear a certain outfit, so you can iron his shirt ahead of time so you know that'll be ready for him. Maybe he mentions something that he's going to need to pick up the store. If you have time, maybe you can get there ahead of time. Go ahead and pick him up for it so he doesn't have to pick that up for him so he doesn't have to make an extra stop. But see what you can do, little things where he doesn't have to ask. You're just paying attention, shows him that you're listening to him, and that's another way you can show your husband that you love him. And number 6, be interested in his interests. Try to learn a little bit about his favorite sport or a hobby he has so that you can talk intelligently with him about it. In my husband's case, that would be things like football, hunting, woodworking. I don't need to gain a lot of knowledge here, but just enough so that we can have conversations over dinner or when we're riding in the car. And it'll show our husband that we love him if he knows that we took the time to learn something about things that he enjoys doing. And finally, a 7th simple way we can show love to our husbands is to let them be themselves. Don't compare your husband to somebody else's husband, to another man at church that you think is a really good husband. Just let him be himself. Don't ask him to repeatedly do things that you know he doesn't enjoy. Now, as husbands and wives, at times we'll do things for each other just because we love each other. Maybe your husband doesn't love shopping, but he'll go with you periodically, and all that is fine. But don't put him in situations that you know will make him uncomfortable or repeatedly ask him to do things that you know he really would rather not do. So I hope you will find, again, some of these helpful as we seek to be good and wise wives and want to show love to our husbands. I know I always feel like I could do a better job in this area, so just reading through this list has encouraged me to try a few of these things that I've kind of let fall by the wayside. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.